7 Simple Brain Exercises to Boost Your Brain Power and Focus. Written and published by Book Boost. In a world that constantly demands more from you, it's easy to overlook the incredible power of your own mind. But what if you could unlock a level of brain power you never thought possible? What if with a few simple exercises, you could sharpen your focus and increase your mental clarity every single day? Welcome to the world of brain exercises, a world where you're not just existing, but thriving at your highest potential. This isn't about intelligence alone. This is about building the mental muscle you need to overcome any challenge, seize opportunities, and take control of your life. Your brain is capable of more than you think, but it requires the right care and training to unleash its full potential. Just like physical muscles, your brain grows stronger with the right exercises. That's what we're going to dive into today. These aren't your typical mind exercises. These are simple, practical steps you can incorporate into your daily routine to take your brain's performance to the next level. Every action you take has an impact on your brain, but not all actions are equal. Some can leave your mind sluggish, while others can make it sharp, alert, and energized. The goal here isn't to make you feel overwhelmed with complicated routines. It's to show you that small, consistent steps can bring about massive change. At Book Boost, we believe that the path to personal success begins with a strong mind. You're not just here to survive, you're here to excel. And to do that, your brain needs to be operating at its very best. That's why we're going to explore these 7 powerful brain exercises. First, let's understand one simple truth. You don't need a high IQ to unlock your brain's potential. You need the right mindset and the right tools. And that's exactly what we'll give you today. Whether you're a student, a professional, or someone just trying to get better at life, these exercises will help you stay sharp and focused. The first step to unlocking your brain's potential is understanding that focus is a skill. It's not something you're born with, it's something you can develop. In the world we live in, distractions are everywhere, from your phone to the constant pull of social media. But it's not just about blocking these distractions out. It's about training your brain to focus deeply, even when distractions are present. This part of the journey will teach you how to reclaim control over your mind. By understanding and implementing these brain exercises, you'll create a mind that can lock into the task at hand, stay there, and perform better than ever before. It's about training your brain, not just working harder but smarter. Unlocking your brain's potential isn't about huge changes that happen overnight. It's about consistency and small wins every single day. By incorporating simple brain exercises into your daily routine, you'll notice gradual but undeniable improvements. Your focus will sharpen, your memory will improve, and you'll feel a sense of mental clarity that allows you to approach every challenge with confidence. By the end of this audiobook series, you'll be equipped with powerful tools that will transform the way you think, work, and approach life. You'll no longer feel overwhelmed by tasks, and your focus will be stronger than ever. But remember, the key is in the consistency of these exercises. Just as a bodybuilder doesn't build muscles by lifting weights once, you won't improve your brain power by doing these exercises just once. It's the small, daily efforts that add up to something big. You've just taken the first step toward unlocking your brain's potential. Stay with us as we dive deeper into how each of these exercises will sharpen your mind and help you achieve your goals. But before we continue, if you're enjoying this journey of self-improvement, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Book Boost. Join us on this transformative path and keep your brain in top shape. Every powerful transformation starts with the right foundation, and today, you've just laid the groundwork for yours. Ready to move on to the next exercise? Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. The power of focus, why it matters. Focus is the cornerstone of success. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to concentrate on a single task can make all the difference. It's not about being perfect at everything, but about being fully present and effective in what you do. This is the power of focus, and it's the key that will unlock your brain's true potential. Just like physical strength, focus is something you can train. It's a skill that doesn't come naturally to everyone, but anyone can develop it. With regular practice, focus becomes a muscle that you can build and strengthen over time. It's the tool that will allow you to give your best effort and achieve more with less effort. Why is focus so important? The answer lies in how your brain operates. When you focus, you direct all of your mental energy toward one task. This means you can complete the task faster, with more precision and less mental fatigue. But when you're distracted, your brain has to jump from one thing to another, leaving you feeling scattered and less effective. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle often comes down to how well they can focus. People who are focused don't waste time. They don't get caught up in unnecessary tasks or distractions. Instead, they have the clarity to identify what's important and give it their full attention. It might sound simple, but focus is one of the hardest things to master. In today's digital world, where distractions are everywhere, maintaining focus requires intention and practice. The good news is that you don't need a perfect environment to focus. You don't need to get rid of all distractions. What you need is the ability to bring your mind back to the task at hand, no matter what's going on around you. To improve your focus, the first step is awareness. You must recognize when your mind starts to wander, and that's easier than it sounds. Often, we get so caught up in our thoughts that we don't realize we've drifted off. But the moment you catch yourself, you can gently steer your focus back. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. As you strengthen your ability to focus, you'll notice the impact on your productivity. Tasks that once seemed overwhelming will feel more manageable. You'll be able to complete more in less time, and you'll feel a greater sense of accomplishment at the end of the day. But it's not just about getting more done. It's about doing things better. Focus allows you to give your best effort to every task, no matter how small it may seem. One powerful way to train your focus is through a simple exercise, single tasking. In a world that praises multitasking, it can feel counterintuitive. But multitasking actually dilutes your focus, making you less efficient. Instead, commit to focusing on one task at a time. Whether it's working on a project, reading, or even having a conversation, give it your full attention. At first, this may feel challenging, but over time, you'll start to notice how much more you accomplish. You'll realize that by focusing on one thing at a time, you get more done in less time, with better results. And this doesn't just apply to work, it applies to every area of your life. Another important aspect of focus is eliminating distractions. While you can't always control your environment, you can control how you respond to distractions. Set aside specific times for focused work and make the most of them. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and create an environment that helps you concentrate. However, focus is not just about eliminating distractions. It's also about creating the right mental environment. Before diving into any task, take a moment to center yourself. Take a deep breath, clear your mind, and visualize yourself completing the task successfully. This mental preparation helps you get in the zone and strengthens your ability to focus. Focus also requires energy. Your brain can only maintain focus for so long before it needs a break. That's why taking regular breaks throughout your day is essential. This isn't just about resting your body, it's about giving your mind the space it needs to recharge. The more you give your brain these breaks, the more focused you'll be when you return to your task. Exercise is another key component in improving focus. Regular physical activity helps stimulate the brain, improving mental clarity and concentration. Whether it's a quick walk, a yoga session, or a workout, moving your body helps increase blood flow to the brain, boosting your ability to concentrate. Sleep, too, plays a critical role in focus. When you don't get enough rest, your mind becomes foggy, making it harder to concentrate. Prioritize getting quality sleep, and you'll notice the difference in how well you can focus throughout the day. A well-rested brain is a focused brain. As you begin to focus more effectively, you'll experience a shift in how you approach tasks. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by your to-do list, you'll feel confident in your ability to tackle each item with clear focus and determination. This mindset shift will not only make you more productive, but will also boost your self-confidence. In the long run, the more you practice focus, the more natural it becomes. Just as you build physical strength by working out regularly, your brain's ability to focus strengthens with consistent practice. Over time, focusing will become second nature, and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. But remember, this process takes time. You won't see dramatic changes overnight, but with each small step, you'll be laying the foundation for a more focused, productive life. Keep practicing, stay patient, and trust in the process. If you've been following along so far, you're already on the path to unlocking your brain's true power. Stay with us, because there's so much more to learn. And don't forget, if you're finding these tips helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Book Boost. We're here to help you build the mental strength you need to succeed. By focusing on the right things, you're not just improving your productivity, you're improving your life. This journey is just beginning, and the possibilities are endless when you harness the power of focus. Exercise your mind with mental challenges. The brain, much like the body, thrives on challenge. It craves situations that push it to think harder, to expand its capabilities, and to break out of its comfort zone. If you want to boost your brain power, the best way to do it is by actively engaging in mental challenges. These exercises don't just improve your cognitive abilities, they sharpen your focus, increase your memory retention, and build resilience. Every day, your brain faces numerous stimuli, but how often do you truly challenge it? In a world where information is constantly at your fingertips, it's easy to go on autopilot. But autopilot mode won't get you to the next level of mental clarity and focus. You need to actively stimulate your brain through activities that require problem-solving, creativity, and thinking outside the box. One powerful way to challenge your brain is through puzzles and games that force your mind to work in new ways. Sudoku, crosswords, chess, or even strategy-based video games. These activities require focus and critical thinking. They train your brain to solve complex problems and make decisions under pressure. Just like a muscle, your brain grows stronger the more you use it in demanding ways. But it's not only about solving puzzles or playing games. True mental challenges come from engaging with new concepts and pushing your own limits. If you read the same genre of books or only stick to topics you know, your brain isn't getting the challenge it needs. To grow your brain's capacity, you must expose yourself to new ideas, unfamiliar subjects, and different perspectives. This will help build new neural connections and enhance your ability to think critically. A simple way to introduce challenges is to learn a new skill. It could be anything from learning a new language to picking up an instrument. These skills require focus, patience, and the ability to process new information. The more you stretch your brain, the more capable it becomes. Over time, you'll notice that your capacity to focus improves, and your mental clarity will increase. You don't need to climb a mountain to challenge your brain. Small, consistent efforts make a big difference. The key is to do something that forces you to think, whether that's learning a new concept, solving a puzzle, or simply thinking deeply about the day's events. These small challenges add up over time, and you'll begin to see improvements in your mental strength. Your brain is designed to adapt and grow when pushed. When you actively engage in mental challenges, you're rewiring your brain, creating more pathways for faster thinking and better problem solving. This neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and grow, is one of the most incredible aspects of your mind. And you have the power to harness it. Just like physical exercise, mental exercises require consistency. You wouldn't expect to see muscle growth after a single workout, and the same is true for your brain. The more often you engage in mental challenges, the stronger and more efficient your brain becomes. These exercises help develop the part of your brain that is responsible for focus, memory, and decision-making. Start small, but keep challenging yourself. You don't need to spend hours every day solving complex problems. Even dedicating 15 to 20 minutes a day to activities that engage your brain can have a profound effect over time. Think of it as a daily workout for your mind. Every challenge you take on is a small step toward improving your mental strength. The beauty of mental challenges is that they come in all shapes and sizes. It could be as simple as figuring out a tricky problem at work or as involved as taking on a new hobby that requires dedication and learning. It's the process of pushing through those moments of discomfort, of testing your brain's limits, that leads to growth. As you continue to push yourself with mental challenges, you'll notice changes. Your focus will become sharper, your memory more reliable, and your ability to think creatively will improve. Mental challenges are the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be in terms of brain power and clarity. And remember, challenges are not just about hard tasks. It's about pushing yourself beyond what's familiar. This could mean trying something you've always been curious about but have been too afraid to try. Stepping out of your comfort zone stimulates your brain in ways that watching TV or scrolling through your phone simply can't. If you've ever heard the saying, the best way to predict the future is to create it, it's time to start creating a future where your brain operates at its best. Don't wait for a magical moment to change your brain. Start today and take on a challenge, however big or small, that gets your brain working. By now, you should begin to see how mental challenges fit into the larger picture. In Part 1, we unlocked your brain's potential, and in Part 2, we focused on the power of deep focus. Now, in this part, we are actively engaging your brain in ways that will make those focus exercises even more effective. Every part of this journey is interconnected, each building on the other, helping you develop a sharper, more powerful mind. With each new challenge, you are strengthening your brain's capacity to handle more complex tasks. You're training your mind to stay alert, to be focused, and to think critically in every situation. This transformation happens slowly at first, but with time, the effects are undeniable. When you begin incorporating these challenges into your daily routine, you'll notice that not only does your brain become sharper, but your overall sense of achievement will grow. Conquering a mental challenge, no matter how small, gives you a sense of pride and reinforces the belief that you are capable of tackling anything. And as you continue to challenge your brain, you'll notice a shift. What was once difficult will eventually become easier. Your mind will have adapted, grown stronger, and better equipped to handle the tasks ahead. This is the power of mental challenges. They help you unlock new levels of brain power and focus, creating a foundation for the success you want to achieve. So remember, the brain grows stronger through challenge. The more you push it, the more it thrives. Keep engaging with new, stimulating activities that stretch your mental limits, and over time, you'll see the incredible benefits in your ability to focus, remember, and perform at your highest level. Stay committed to your brain's growth. Don't settle for comfort. Embrace the challenges and let them lead you to a more focused, empowered version of yourself. And as always, stay tuned for more practical exercises and brain-boosting tips in the next parts of this audiobook series. Visualizing success, a key to brain power. When the mind can see it, the body can achieve it. Visualizing success is more than just dreaming. It's about mentally rehearsing victory until it feels real. This simple mental exercise has been used by athletes, top performers, and high achievers to sharpen their focus and align their actions with their goals. Now, it's your turn to make it a part of your daily brain training. After building your foundation in the earlier parts, especially learning how to focus deeply and challenge your mind regularly, visualization becomes the next level in your brain's evolution. It takes the power of imagination and turns it into a tool for clarity, motivation, and confidence. You begin to create the future you want before it even arrives. Your brain doesn't always know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. This is why visualization works so well. When you picture success repeatedly, your mind begins to accept it as truth. The pathways in your brain start preparing you for what's to come. It becomes easier to believe, and belief is the first step toward achieving anything. Start simple. Close your eyes and imagine completing a task that matters to you. See yourself calm, confident, and in control. Don't just see it, feel it. Hear the sounds, sense the environment, and breathe in the energy of that moment. The more detailed your visualization, the stronger the mental signal you send to your brain. This is not about daydreaming or wishful thinking. Visualization is focused, intentional, and empowering. It turns your mind into a GPS for your goals. You're setting coordinates that guide your decisions, actions, and emotions. You are telling your brain, this is where we are going. In earlier parts, you learned how mental challenges shape your brain. Visualization builds on that. It strengthens your neural networks by repeating success mentally. When you add emotion to what you imagine, excitement, pride, relief, you turbocharge the brain's response. It becomes a full-body rehearsal for greatness. Many people focus on what they fear. They picture things going wrong. Without knowing it, they're visualizing failure. This weakens the brain and builds anxiety. But when you switch to visualizing success, your brain shifts. It begins building confidence, optimism, and momentum. Consistency is the secret. One visualization won't change your life, but 5 minutes a day can start a mental revolution. Each session creates new brain patterns, carving out the mindset of a focused, driven, and successful person. It's a mental gym session for your future. You don't need to know how everything will happen. You just need to see the result and trust your brain to guide you toward it. Visualization, combined with the focus and mental discipline from earlier parts, gives your brain a clear map. The fog lifts, and direction appears. Let's say your goal is to study better, work smarter, or perform well in sports. Visualize the process, not just the result. See yourself sitting down with energy, absorbing information, moving with purpose, and finishing strong. Success isn't just about what happens at the end, it's how you show up along the way. Visualization also improves motivation. When you mentally taste the reward, your brain wants to chase it. It gets excited, and that excitement becomes fuel. You stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it. You take action, not because you're forced to, but because your mind already lives in that successful place. It's normal to feel silly at first. That's okay. What matters is doing it anyway. Over time, it becomes second nature. Your imagination becomes a powerful tool, not a distraction. It stops wandering and starts building. One of the biggest benefits of visualization is how it rewires your response to challenges. Instead of freezing or panicking, your mind will recall the success you've rehearsed. You'll approach problems with calm, clear thinking because your brain already knows how to win. Visualization also trains your brain to filter out distractions. When your mind is fixed on an image of success, you stop paying attention to what doesn't matter. You become more selective with your time, energy, and focus. You begin to think like someone who wins. It's not magic, it's mindset. And mindset is built by repeated mental habits. Visualization is one of the most powerful habits you can develop. It strengthens your brain, sharpens your attention, and makes your goals feel real. Remember, all great change begins in the mind. Everything you see around you, the phone in your hand, the clothes you wear, the buildings outside, started as a thought in someone's mind. The same is true for your success. It starts as a clear vision inside you. Your brain needs purpose to thrive. Visualization gives it that purpose. It creates alignment between your goals and your thoughts. That alignment leads to better decisions, better focus, and better outcomes. It creates a mental environment where success feels possible. In the next part, we'll explore how memory can be improved with simple techniques that work hand in hand with visualization. Because when you can visualize clearly and remember effectively, your brain becomes unstoppable. You're not just wishing, you're training. You're not just hoping, you're building. Keep showing up for yourself, one step at a time. Like, share, and subscribe to Book Boost to keep your momentum strong and your mind sharp. You've come this far, now let's take your brain to the next level. Enhancing memory with simple techniques. Memory is one of the most powerful tools in our mental arsenal. It's not just about remembering facts or names, it's about retaining the knowledge and experiences that shape our lives. When you improve your memory, you enhance your brain's ability to focus, think clearly, and make better decisions. The best part? Memory isn't something you're born with. It's something you can actively train and improve. A strong memory doesn't happen by accident. It requires conscious effort and simple techniques that can make a world of difference. With consistent practice, you'll notice your ability to remember important information growing stronger day by day. These memory-boosting techniques will complement the brain exercises you've already started practicing, creating a powerful cycle of improvement in your cognitive abilities. One of the most effective techniques to enhance memory is visualization. It's simple but incredibly powerful. When you try to remember something, picture it vividly in your mind. The more detailed the image, the easier it will be to recall. For example, instead of just remembering a person's name, visualize their face, the place where you met, and the conversation you had. This makes the memory more vivid and easier to retrieve when needed. Another technique that works wonders is breaking information into smaller, manageable chunks. This is called chunking, and it's one of the most effective strategies for remembering long lists or complicated ideas. Instead of trying to remember a long string of numbers or words all at once, break them down into groups that are easier to recall. By doing this, your brain will be able to process and store the information more efficiently. Another powerful way to improve memory is through repetition. This may sound simple, but it's incredibly effective. Repeating information you want to remember, whether it's aloud or in your mind, helps solidify it in your long-term memory. The more often you expose yourself to the information, the stronger the neural connections that help you remember it become. So don't shy away from repetition. It's a key part of memory improvement. Mnemonics are another useful tool in memory enhancement. These are memory aids that help you remember complex information through association. For example, using acronyms or creating rhymes can help you remember lists, steps, or important details. By connecting new information to something familiar, you create stronger associations that make it easier to recall when needed. Equally important is rest. Sleep plays a critical role in memory consolidation. When you sleep, your brain processes and organizes the information you've learned throughout the day. Without adequate rest, your ability to retain and recall information is compromised. Ensure you're getting enough sleep every night to allow your brain to refresh and strengthen its memory pathways. Another effective memory technique is associating new information with something you already know. By connecting new knowledge to existing memories, you create a stronger mental link. For instance, when learning a new skill or concept, think about how it connects to something you've learned before. This mental link makes it easier to recall the new information later. It's also essential to keep your brain engaged with new experiences. Trying out new things challenges your brain and forces it to make new connections. Whether it's learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, or picking up a new hobby, novelty stimulates your brain and strengthens your memory. So, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Additionally, physical exercise plays a key role in boosting memory. Research shows that regular exercise enhances brain function, including memory. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, delivering more oxygen and nutrients that help keep your brain sharp. Make exercise a part of your routine, and your brain will thank you. A positive attitude also impacts your memory. Stress and negativity can impair your ability to remember and focus, while a positive mindset can enhance cognitive function. By practicing gratitude and focusing on the good in your life, you create a mental environment that promotes memory retention. Embrace positivity and watch your memory improve as a result. Another helpful tool is organizing the information you need to remember. Writing things down, whether it's in a notebook or a digital app, helps organize your thoughts and makes them easier to recall. By jotting down important details, you create a tangible reference that supports your memory. The act of teaching someone else is another powerful method for reinforcing your memory. When you explain a concept or share knowledge with others, you solidify that information in your own mind. Teaching forces you to recall and process the material in a deeper way, strengthening your memory in the process. Stay curious and open-minded. The more curious you are, the more your brain will naturally retain information. Ask questions, explore new topics, and dive deeper into subjects that interest you. Curiosity fuels learning, and learning fuels memory. Make it a habit to keep your mind open to new knowledge every day. Incorporating these techniques into your daily routine may take time, but with consistency, they will become second nature. Remember, strengthening your memory isn't about cramming information into your brain. It's about using effective techniques that allow you to retain and recall the information you need, when you need it. By applying these simple strategies, you'll notice gradual yet powerful improvements. As you continue to work on your brain's potential through these exercises, it's important to remember that memory is just one piece of the puzzle. The techniques you've learned here will support your ability to stay focused and perform better in every aspect of your life. Each part of your journey is connected, and every improvement you make builds upon the last. When you're consistently working to enhance your memory, you're not just improving your ability to remember, you're building the foundation for greater focus, clearer thinking, and a more empowered mind. The more you practice these techniques, the easier they will become, and the more noticeable the results will be. By investing in your memory, you're investing in your future. The sharper your memory, the clearer your path to success. Keep practicing, stay committed, and know that every small step you take toward improving your memory is a huge leap toward unlocking your brain's true potential. Meditation and mindfulness, calming your mind to boost focus. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy for the mind to become cluttered with thoughts, stress, and distractions. But what if there was a way to quiet the noise and give your mind the clarity it needs to perform at its best? This is where meditation and mindfulness come in. These simple yet powerful tools have the potential to transform your brain's ability to focus, relax, and think clearly. Meditation is often thought of as sitting in silence for hours, but it doesn't have to be complicated. The essence of meditation is about creating a space for your mind to rest and reset. It's about giving yourself permission to let go of the constant mental chatter and focus on the present moment. Mindfulness, on the other hand, is about being fully aware of the present without judgment or distraction. It's not just about meditation, it's about how you live your life every day. It's about being conscious of your thoughts, actions, and surroundings. Together, meditation and mindfulness help train the brain to focus on the task at hand, eliminating distractions and enhancing overall mental clarity. When you practice meditation, you're essentially strengthening your mind's ability to focus. Every time you bring your attention back to your breath or a calming thought, you're teaching your brain how to focus on one thing at a time. This practice directly impacts your ability to focus on other tasks in your life, whether it's at work, studying, or even during personal conversations. Starting with just a few minutes of meditation a day can bring profound changes to your mental clarity. It doesn't have to be a long or complicated process. Simply sitting in a quiet space, focusing on your breath, and letting go of any distractions can help you reset your mind. As you do this more consistently, you'll notice that your ability to stay focused on important tasks improves significantly. The beauty of mindfulness is that it can be practiced anywhere, at any time. It's about paying attention to what's around you without getting caught up in negative thinking or stress. Whether you're taking a walk, eating a meal, or having a conversation, mindfulness allows you to stay present and fully engaged. This practice is a powerful way to improve focus because it trains your brain to stay in the moment, rather than getting lost in worries or distractions. The key to success with meditation and mindfulness is consistency. Just like physical exercise, the more you practice, the stronger your mind becomes. Over time, you'll find that your ability to focus improves not only during meditation but throughout the rest of your day as well. You'll start noticing things more clearly, making better decisions, and handling stress with a calm, clear mind. But it's not just about improving your focus. Meditation and mindfulness can also have a profound impact on your emotional well-being. When you take the time to quiet your mind, you give yourself the space to process your thoughts and emotions. This allows you to manage stress, reduce anxiety, and improve your overall mental health. By cultivating mindfulness, you also create a deeper connection to yourself. It helps you become more aware of your emotions, reactions, and thought patterns. This self-awareness is essential for personal growth and focus. As you become more aware of how your mind works, you can make better decisions and take control of your mental state. Meditation and mindfulness allow you to step back and gain perspective. When you are constantly reacting to the chaos around you, it's hard to think clearly or focus on what's truly important. These practices give you the opportunity to pause, reflect, and choose your response thoughtfully. The power of a calm mind cannot be underestimated. It is only when your mind is clear and still that you can truly tap into your full potential. Meditation and mindfulness help you achieve this calm, allowing your brain to perform at its highest level. As you continue with these practices, you'll unlock the ability to focus deeply on your tasks and goals. Meditation also teaches you to detach from your thoughts. Many people believe that their thoughts define them, but the truth is that you are not your thoughts. Through meditation, you can observe your thoughts without getting lost in them. This helps you gain control over your mental state, making it easier to focus on the present and let go of distractions. As you embrace mindfulness, you'll start noticing how much more peaceful and productive your life becomes. When you're able to stay in the present moment, you're less likely to worry about the past or future. You'll also experience less mental fatigue because your brain is no longer scattered across multiple thoughts at once. The benefits of meditation and mindfulness aren't just mental, they're physical too. Studies have shown that these practices can lower blood pressure, reduce stress hormones, and improve overall physical health. A calmer, more focused mind leads to a healthier body. It's important to remember that these practices aren't about perfection. You don't need to meditate for hours or become a mindfulness expert overnight. What matters is consistency and the intention to make time for your mental well-being. As you build these habits into your life, you'll see the results, both in your ability to focus and in your emotional balance. The key to meditation and mindfulness is simplicity. You don't need a complicated routine to start seeing results. A few minutes of focused breathing, paying attention to your senses, or simply being present in the moment can make a huge difference. Start small, and gradually you'll see the power of a calmer, more focused mind. Over time, these practices will become second nature, and you'll find that your ability to stay calm, focused, and mentally sharp improves drastically. Every moment you spend training your mind is an investment in your future. The more you practice, the more your brain adapts to being focused and present, making it easier to tackle any challenge that comes your way. As you move forward, remember that meditation and mindfulness are not just tools for focus, they're tools for life. They give you the power to stay grounded, stay aware, and stay focused on what truly matters. With a calm mind, you can accomplish anything. By integrating meditation and mindfulness into your daily life, you are unlocking a level of focus and clarity that will carry you through every obstacle. The more you practice, the better your brain will perform. And when your brain is functioning at its best, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You've now learned how these practices can enhance your focus, reduce stress, and improve mental clarity. As we continue to explore the remaining exercises, remember that every step you take is leading you toward a sharper, more powerful mind. Stay consistent, stay mindful, and unlock your true brain power. Building mental resilience for peak performance. Resilience is the hidden strength that will carry you through life's toughest moments. It's not about avoiding challenges, but about learning how to face them head-on and emerge stronger every time. This is the final step in unlocking your brain's full potential. If you've followed along so far, you've started to sharpen your focus, improve your memory, and train your mind to stay present. Now, it's time to build mental resilience, the foundation that will hold everything together. Mental resilience is what allows you to bounce back from setbacks without losing momentum. It's the ability to stay calm under pressure, adapt to new situations, and stay committed to your goals no matter what. This is the key to maintaining long-term success, no matter what life throws your way. It's about staying strong, even when the road ahead seems difficult. You've already learned how to focus, challenge your mind, and sharpen your memory. But resilience is what will keep you going when things get tough. It's easy to stay focused when everything is going well, but the true test of your mind's power is how you perform when you face obstacles. This part is all about preparing you to handle adversity and keep moving forward, no matter how challenging the circumstances. To build resilience, you first need to understand that failure is not the end. Every setback is simply an opportunity to learn and grow. The most successful people aren't those who avoid failure, but those who embrace it as a stepping stone. They understand that each challenge is a chance to get better, stronger, and wiser. When life throws you off course, it's easy to feel defeated. But resilient people don't dwell on their mistakes. Instead, they look for the lessons in their struggles. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I turn this setback into an opportunity? With this mindset, every failure becomes a lesson in disguise. One of the most powerful tools in building resilience is self-compassion. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to be hard on yourself. But being kind to yourself during tough times is essential for mental resilience. You are not defined by your mistakes. What matters is how you rise from them. Give yourself credit for trying and learn from the experience. Resilience also means taking care of your mental health. Just like physical health, your mental health requires regular maintenance. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, and regular exercise can help strengthen your mind. The stronger your mind, the better equipped you'll be to face challenges and stay focused on your goals. Another important aspect of mental resilience is managing your emotions. Emotions are powerful, and they can sometimes cloud your judgment. Resilient people are able to acknowledge their emotions without letting them control their actions. They understand that emotions are temporary and that they don't define who they are. With practice, you can learn to navigate your emotions and respond with clarity, even in stressful situations. Building mental resilience doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires consistent effort. But every small step you take toward becoming more resilient will pay off in the long run. Think of it like building a muscle. The more you work on it, the stronger it gets. With each challenge you face, your resilience will grow, and your ability to stay focused and positive will improve. As you continue to practice the exercises we've discussed throughout this audiobook, remember that resilience is a skill that improves with time. It's not something you're born with. It's something you build through consistent effort. The more you face challenges and push through them, the stronger your mental resilience will become. At times, it may feel like your progress is slow, or that the obstacles in front of you are insurmountable. But remember, resilience is about persistence. It's about showing up every day, even when things seem hard. It's about taking one step forward, even if it's just a small step. Every step you take adds up over time and brings you closer to your goals. When you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to breathe. Reconnect with the exercises you've learned and remind yourself of your inner strength. You have the ability to handle whatever comes your way. Trust in your progress and keep moving forward. Every day is an opportunity to become stronger, more resilient, and more focused. Remember, resilience is not about avoiding challenges, but about learning to navigate them with grace and determination. Life will always present obstacles, but with a resilient mindset, you'll find that you can face anything that comes your way. The key is to keep going, even when it feels like you can't. You are stronger than you think, and every challenge is an opportunity to prove it. At this point, you have all the tools you need to build a resilient and focused mind. By practicing the exercises we've shared with you, you'll continue to grow stronger, not just mentally, but emotionally as well. With every exercise, your brain's power will increase, and your resilience will improve. This is the foundation for peak performance in all areas of your life. As you go forward, remember that resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about pushing yourself to go even further. Every time you face a challenge, it's an opportunity to test your limits and grow beyond them. You are capable of far more than you realize, and the more you embrace resilience, the more you will achieve. Building mental resilience is the final piece of the puzzle. It ties everything together and ensures that your focus, memory, and brain power stay sharp. With resilience, you can face any challenge and keep pushing forward toward your goals, no matter how big they are. As you complete this journey, keep in mind that the road to success is not always easy. But with a strong mind and a resilient spirit, you will be prepared for anything. You've built the foundation, now it's time to soar. Keep challenging yourself, keep building your brain power, and remember that your mental resilience will always be the key to your peak performance.